Hi and welcome to Being Surreal. And in today's episode, we are going to talk about being selfish. So I know, and I have experiences in past too. Like whenever someone used to give speech in school assembly about the being selfish part, the first thing that comes in people's mind is that now this guy is going to tell me that being selfish is bad. You should not be selfish. You should be selfless. Help others. Why are you helping yourself? Why are you thinking about yourself first? That is absolutely bad. You are a weight on the earth. You are a bad person. You should not be that way. Being selfish is a bad trait. And then they shame you for being selfish. That how can you think about yourself first? What does it mean? Starve to death, give your food to others. And they go on. And though I agree with some of the part that you should not always be selfish, but I think a lot of people look at the selfish trait as that this is an absolute sin. That if you are even a little bit selfish, you are going down to the hell, and Yamraj is going to come personally for your soul, and that is not true. And like I'm not sure about the afterlife part, but the sin part, I am sure that is not bad. Being selfish is sometimes a very good thing, and it can even be life saving if you ask me. So generally people perceive that being selfish is a very bad trait, and it has been fed into our mind, like our upbringing in such a way that our books and by books I mean school textbooks, and our teachers and parents usually tell us that you should be selfless. Being selfish is not a good thing. You should help others, but over time this has been repeated so much that we have that exaggerated the negative part of being selfish. If someone says that I am selfish, people are like, oh, this is a very bad guy, you should always stay away from him. He will never do good for you. He will always think about himself. But I think that is somewhat wrong. And I have experienced this personally too, that selfish doesn't always refer to that individual person. Sometimes it means that people around them. For example, I'll give you a good example. Okay, let's say wheat is being distributed among people. Okay, and you are in line, and there is a famine in the place. So the ration has been sanctioned by the government. Okay, and it is being given to you. You take it, but if you are not selfish and you are a selfless person, you would try to do that. Oh, I got it, but I'll try to help others. Then you give out all your ration to others, and you keep on doing that, and in the end you starve to death. This doesn't affect you. This also affects your family, because they aren't getting food too, because you, being selfless creature, donated all of your wheat to other people. And I think you realize how stupid this sounds. Like, you should at least save for yourself, and that thinking of you should at least save it for yourself is being selfish. So it's not really that bad, see. And that is why I said in the beginning, it is sometimes even life saving. Let's say you are in a boat. Okay, no, not boat, you are in a ship. You are partying around in a cruise ship going from one place to another, and somehow it crashes an iceberg, and it starts to sink. So the crew on the ship decides that they would let out the rescue boats, and they ask everyone to come. Now, being selfish, what you will do, that you will make sure that you and your family gets into a rescue boat first, so that you can survive. But if you are selfless, you try your best that others get there as well. And see, I'm not saying that you should not help others. Okay, I'm not like you get on a boat and you're like, no one else should enter this boat even if there is a lot of space. Also, there was a lot of room on that door. My boy Jake could have climbed on it. Getting back to it, yeah, I'm not saying that you don't help others. Okay, you help others, but your first priority should be you and your family. Once you get on it, you have your own space, and then you can be like, oh, there is some space and we can have another person, and then you get another person. That is how it should work. But if you are someone who's like, no, I'll wait for the last, you should save yourself first, and you are like the boy Jack, then you might freeze to death. I have even spoken in past how this whole world is very brutal, that if you are weak, the world is going to crush you and it will move away. The world doesn't care. Nature is ruthless. It doesn't care. Nature isn't biased. If nature wants to kill you, she'll kill you. So it is as simple as that, and you should be selfish to have a better life. You should be selfish about getting a pay raise over others because you want to thrive, you want to get better. You should be selfish in other things, getting the best quality food, best medical care, etc. And like everything, there is limit to this too. Like there is a limit to being selfish, that after that limit you are just toxic person. I love the word toxic, though it just changes its meaning every time, but yeah. So you just become a toxic person, and that is bad. Like if you become selfish to a state where that you got your portion of ration, but you are like, no, I'll take others too because I want to survive for long, then that is bad, and I condemn that. So being a little selfish is not bad, and I think everyone should be a little selfish. Like, of course, your first priority should be you. Why would you put someone else other than you on the priority list? Like I can't seem to do that. Like, I love my friends and family, but no, my first priority is me. Like, this might sound bad to some people, and this might even sound selfish. But I guess I am selfish, and I think you owe that to yourself. You should owe that to yourself. Be little selfish, be a little good to yourself. Treat and care for yourself like you want others to do for you. Why wait for someone else to do that for you when you can do it on your own? And there is a Bollywood song too about this. Though the song was very bad, but the lyrics, at least one line was good. It said, "एक बार selfish होके अपने लिए जियो ना." Like, damn, dude, you're right. You should be selfish and live for yourself for once. I would have actually played that song, but not going to play it for two reasons. First, copyright, and second, the song's bad. Like, really bad. You might even stop watching the episodes after you listen to it, so I'm not going to do that. But if you're very curious, you can just go and search. I think it's from Race 3. Not sure, but you can easily find it. It's you can just go to YouTube and Google selfish Bollywood song, and then it will be in front of you, and drop down into the melody of the song. Before I end the episode, like I said, selfish is not bad, and there are actually other traits which people seem to portray that they are very bad, but they are not actually that bad, and I'll talk about those in future episodes too. And that is it for today's episode. See you in the next episode.